everyone. I know I've had a lot of requests to do more Bollywood looks, so today I'm going to do an Aishwarya Rai look, and I've already put some lashes on and I had to trim them and mess about with them because they're a bit too long for me. And they were, I picked these lashes, they were 241s, again from Hot Candy. I do like those lashes. I trimmed them and I picked them because I wanted them to go out a bit further, because I'm looking at a picture of her eyes are such a different shape to mine that I wanted to sort of give that sort of effect, because hers are sort of not as round and sort of a bit sort of more sleeked out to the side. So that's why I picked these lashes, so that they would look a little bit more like her. That's the least I can do really. There's nothing more that I can do. We don't have a lot in common. And now I'm popping on just a touch of foundation. Because it's so sunny today, I've popped on some Factor 30 sun cream. Isn't this foundation amazing? It's just so amazing and so quick. And it is the Urban Decay cream to powder. I'm worried about how I'm getting through it though. I'm getting through it kind of quickly. I really am. I'm just sort of wallpapering it onto my face. This is in the shade Hallucination. Wallpapering it on everywhere really. And I find I don't need a separate concealer. It's super quick. How nice is that? Not going to go over the lips. No real need. Down the neck. So those lashes are working, they're really helping to make my eyes look further apart and a slightly different shape, less round. So give it a go really, because you might find the same thing for yourself. I'm not going to go over the eyelids because I'm going to use a primer potion after this. I'm just taking a bit of primer potion here, and I'm using a slightly different one, which is the Sin primer potion, which is very glittery, which is just perfect for this look. And I tend not to apply it from the applicator. I just take a cotton wool bud. You can use your fingers as well and pop it over. Now, the thing I recently realised about primers is that you mustn't place them in the crease. If you want them to last the longest possible time, they just go over the eyelid and not into the crease. That's it. Not really needed elsewhere. I'm just dabbing gently to get there, and you need hardly any. And I just wanted to use this because it's a more sort of shimmery, luminous base. Very similar to Aishwarya's look, because she rocks the gold look better than anyone else. It really suits her. Now the eyes are really simple. She just uses gold and brown, which if you're my skin colouring, then it just suits perfectly. So I've got a little trio here. This is from NYX, and it's called, well, it's TS18, Yellow Pearl, Antique Gold and Golden. And I'm going to use the Yellow Pearl and just take a flat synthetic brush and place that over the eyelid. You can see that. That's lovely. And up to the crease. Just sort of follow the natural contour of the crease, and that's really as far as you need to go. And take it quite far in, because it makes your eyes look much bigger. And I'm being quite careful because I am wearing false lashes, so I don't want much of this eyeshadow to go into it. Normally I'd do it afterwards, but I just wanted to make sure they were okay, because I've not used this particular size before, but they were fairly easy to put on. They did need a touch of trimming even for me, and I took a fair amount off. Because my eyes are quite round, although you get quite a lot of length, if I'd let them go to their normal length they would have looked very odd, and you know how they look when they're too long. Just not quite right. So that is all over the eye. Got this beautiful golden shimmer all over the eye. And now I'm just going to take some of the antique gold, antique gold, and place that on the outer corner. It's only a touch darker, not by much, just a touch, just a little bit, just to smoke out the outer corner. Because she has these beautiful big eyes. Put over. So that's really all I'm going to do for that. Then she has like a touch of browny red just on the outer corner. So I've got another NYX palette here, which is rust, copper and bronze. And this is kind of like my bridal palette, my Indian bridal palettes. They're perfect. And I'm going to take copper and just pop it on the very outer corner. Just the tiniest bit. And blend. Now I'm just going to take a liner brush and go back to that gold and take it underneath. So just grab some. And she likes to place it underneath, which I think is really effective, because then she uses kohl on the waterline. And it really helps open the eyes out as well. It looks very nice. Just down a little. Like that. So I'm actually going to use a waterproof pen to do my waterline. I just need to grab my mirror and hope we're getting in the way of what you can see. And I'm just going to go along the waterline, just sort of marking that out. So you can see, there we go. It's very similar to what Angelina Jolie does, because they have very similar eye shapes, slightly sort of prominent, so they need to minimise that prominence by using a lot more on the lower lash line than they would on the top. And then I'm just going to cover up any glue on the top lash line, because there's a little bit that's caught some shadow, like so, and also to sort of join up the line with the false lashes. Not too thick. Nice and neat as well. Well, now we're going to use some quite natural colours on the rest of the face. So I'm going to use one of my faves, which is the blush, the Grande Air Blush from Une Cosmetics, Une Beauty, in B21, which is the darkest colour. But it's a really nice natural colour. And I'm going to pop it here and here. Because Aishwarya's face, again, she's got plumper cheeks than me. So I'm trying to emphasise that. And rub it in, like so. So just so you get, this is effortless, it's absolutely effortless, this blush. You can add a bit more, but it is superb. And you can leave that as is, or place anything else you want over the top. There we are. Looking nice and neat. Now on the lips I'm going to use another Une product. Because their range is fairly natural, it's really easy to find your colour tone, and this one is L05. I'm just going to get a lip brush and start putting that on. Just grab quite a bit. And see, it's a really nice natural colour. Very nice consistency as well. I'm just placing it on quite lightly. To give myself a nice natural colour. add some shimmer and some warmth, and to do that I'm going to use a shimmer palette. What better do you need? And I'm going to use this sort of golden one. And I'm going to place it, I'm looking at her photo because again we have very different face shapes. So, a bit on the chin. She has a more pronounced chin than me, definitely. And here on the cheeks. And a little bit down the nose. Like so. And then just blend carefully. That's sort of how we look. And now some golden bronzer, just perfect for today because it's such a beautiful day. Just going to grab a brush. Now let's use the darkest colour along there to define the cheeks. This is quite a subtle bronzer I'm using here. And the kind of pinky colour over the cheeks. Like so, a bit along your jaw. And there, along the sides. I kind of put some here because as you can see I've got quite a bit of distance between there and there, so I'm trying to narrow that down. I think this has to be one of my favourite brushes because it's just so soft, so very soft. And that's my inspired Aishwarya Rai look. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.